For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have me back, it was nothing in comparison to the noise generated about me by the constant thorn in my side, Seth.
Enjoy the show.
Much like Drew, Rollins had a bit of a tantrum when I walked through that curtain at Survivor Series after nearly 10 years away from WWE. I knew we were on a collision course. After Hell in a Cell, I took a little time to heal. Once I felt good, a special request from Paul Heyman led me to joining the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series to help Roman Reigns in his quest to dismantle the new Bloodline. Once that was settled, I focused solely on Seth. We were set to battle at the first Raw of 2025, and after waiting a decade for this opportunity, I certainly wasn't going to let anything go wrong. So let's go back to January 2025, the start of a new era, and beat Seth Rollins in front of the entire world.
Seth freaking Rollins is motivated as we've ever seen him. This is personal. The people are singing Rollins' song. This is Rollins' battle cry as he heads to war with CM Punk. From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins! Ladies and gentlemen, over 20 years ago, Seth Rollins got in a car and drove from Iowa to the East Coast to try out for CM Punk's training school to redefine himself in his craft. Rollins and Punk would reunite briefly in NXT, and then the Shield would become mercenaries for Punk. And Punk would leave WWE for personal and professional reasons. Talk negatively about WWE, while Rollins carried WWE on his back for a decade. CM Punk would return to WWE 14 months ago to huge fanfare, the support of the fans and many in the back, and that didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. Seth freaking Rollins versus a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. And this capacity crowd just exploded. They know exactly what time it is. From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, and this is CM Punk's first singles match since October, since that brutal Hell in a Cell match against Drew McIntyre. It's Punk's first match on Monday Night Raw, period, since 2014. Seth Rollins prides himself on being the absolute workhorse of WWE. You have to imagine he sees that as a point in his favor here, a clear advantage he has over Punk. CM Punk and Seth Rollins, two men who are completely beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent, their work ethic, and their passion and drive.
But as similar as they are in those respects, where they have diverged has become a point of contention between both of them, which has brought us to this point in the main event of a historic Monday Night Raw.
A magical feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins faces off against a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. Two men who are beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no look.
Launching through the air and connects.
Really risked it all there.
Very fortunate to hit the mark in that one. Into the barricade.
Crashing into the barricade with such force.
Letting him get to a standing base, moments away from having him exactly where he wants. Back to the ringside area he goes as the referee continues to count. And he re-enters into the ring. He gets sent straight down to the floor.
If Seth freaking Rollins wants to finally earn a high-profile victory over CM Punk, he's going to have to do everything in his power to resist Punk's mind games.
Well, I agree with that sentiment, Wade, but come on. Let's not pretend that Punk's immune to the psychological attacks the Architect is capable of. Indeed, guys, Rollins and Punk are two masters at getting under the skin of their opponents. The big question is, who can execute on their plans first?
Well, I hope these fans are enjoying their front row seats to the havoc of this match, getting way more than they paid for.
The referee is so close to calling a count-out.
Now entering the raucous crowd. Just don't forget about the referee's count.
If you're Seth Rollins, you got to try to keep the emotions in check. Focus on the task at hand, and that's taking out CM Punk.
Yeah, but Punk's not afraid to play mind games. If Punk sees an opening to set Rollins off, to take Rollins' eye off the ball, he's going to take it. Rollins simply cannot, under any circumstances, take the bait in this match.
Again, Punk is headed out of the ring.
Heading right out in the crowd for whatever reason. Headed back to ringside. Stopping all that nonsense right now. You want to talk about dream matches? Even before the animosity started to boil between these two, CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins represented the best of their respective eras.
These men had some interactions, even some battles during Punk's previous run in WWE, but back then, Seth Rollins was only starting to gain notoriety as a member of the Shield. Consider this, guys. When Punk left WWE, Seth Rollins had yet to capture a singles championship on the main roster. Now he's a Grand Slam champion in WWE, a four-time WWE champion, a Royal Rumble winner, and a Money in the Bank winner who cashed in the briefcase in the main event of WrestleMania.
Wow. When you lay out Seth's resume like that, he might have an even more decorated career than the man who calls himself the best in the world.
Nice Russian leg sweep. Spinning kick to the gut. This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return to Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE. And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest referee at SummerSlam last year, counting the pinfall victory for Drew McIntyre over Punk.
Both men with ample reason to despise the other. Now Punk and Rollins finally get to take out all their frustration tonight. Rollins now twisting his opponent. Oh, forearm smash.
CM Punk struggling a bit here. Not the welcome return to competing on Raw he had hoped thus far. What a counter!
Flopping him up in the corner. Oh, an echoing chop.
Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years. The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 41.
I'd say either of these men has a good chance at claiming a main event spot at WrestleMania if they don't destroy each other first.
Corey, I know my notes handy. Who did Punk last face on Raw? It says here he now works with office supplies.
the entire ring.
Oof, running knee in the corner. Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make..." Down running to the schoolboy, shoulders are down. Punk powers out, still going strong.
Showing no signs of wear or tear even as this match goes on.
Big knee lift.
Now opponent drop with a clothesline.
CM Punk headed to the top rope.
From above.
And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety. Although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
You sing, I hit your move. They sing my song. All of this.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk. Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute! Oh my goodness! Cover! Isn't it up and a kick out?
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp. I'm coming within a millisecond of victory here.
And Punk not done yet. Pounding away on Rollins. Frustration setting in.
I mean, years of bad blood and verbal jousts between these two are about to come to a head.
Seth able to counter GTS. Looking to deliver one of his own. Oh, and he connected. And Punk kicks out. I don't know if it's resiliency, I don't know if it's sheer instinct, but I do know that tonight, CM Punk will not allow Rollins to be the better man. Beautiful, right into the cover.
Somehow able to kick out before a 2 count. How is he still going like this? CM Punk looking to show off his power game now. Double underhook backbreaker. Punk now lifted.
And Rollins capitalizes.
Punk avoids the attack. A picture-perfect inverted DDT. Rising to his feet, but he's still looking glassy-eyed.
Rollins lining up.
Misses on the springboard.
Time to go for a ride. Oh, an exploder suplex. Arm wringer. And met with a right hand. A chain of reversals here. Every motion getting cut off. DDT. CM Punk looking to end. He just manages to get to the rope. Submission hold has to be let go. Arm wringer in control. Ooh, and a shot to the body and another. Catches the leg.
Quick exchange, reversing the reversal.
Headed up to the top turnbuckle.
Wants to finish this.
Stops the kick. Into a dragon
The visionary, the revolutionary, the architect, Seth Rollins, the second city saint, the voice of the voiceless, the ever-controversial CM Punk. A match years in the making has come down to this. Two men, both five-time world champions, physically exhausted, but refusing to relent, refusing to allow the other to take... CM Punk looking to end things here. Down with a GTS. Will that sew this up for Punk? Boom.
Seth Rollins, CM Punk. These two men, two absolute titans.
Punk the technician.
Hey, wait a second. Interesting turn of events here. Now he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain.
CM Punk.
Shifts the attack into an inverted DDT. And he retaliates. Time to go for a ride. Bang! What a move. Kick finds it. But I think those constant attacks to his torso are adding up. Yeah, Corey, this could have consequences for his future. Rollins getting worked on here. Yeah, now Punk's got Rollins in as vulnerable position as we've ever seen him. Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat. And Punk gets countered there. Momentum isn't completely out of Seth's side just yet. And if he's smart, he'll try and take advantage of the opening he's created. Punk looking to finish this with the Anaconda Vice. And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
Looking to wrench the arm now.
Right hand will count. And he found an opening to fire back.
Maybe Rollins has found a new... Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep.
Seth's eyes look glazed over. 2 count. Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
What a fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world. This truly was a battle between two men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number. Yeah, but don't think this is over for Rollins. If anything, this result is only going to enrage him even more, set him off even more on his self-imposed crusade against CM Punk.